Hello, 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 humanity. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? The consistency here lately. When I tell you, humanity, I almost didn't make it today. I mean, I literally almost didn't make it today. It went way past pulling it out of the mud. It went way past pushing through, backing it through, twisting it through. It really, 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 it was a challenge today. I'm looking out today. The sun is still shining. It's been shining bright all day. It's as if the trees were telling me to hurry up. They'll wait on me. It's like we have this thing, this cold thing, where we're doing our thing, the recording and the visualization of such beauty and splendor all at one time. And it literally felt like the trees were grasping extra energy, telling me to come on, come on, come on. You can still post. Come on, you can do it. No, I'm just joking, humanity. I hope all is well wherever you all are. One thing is for sure, it really is beautiful outside, and the people are going to and fro, making the beauty even more beautiful. I didn't do well. I take that back. I'm so used to that's such a habit to say I didn't do that much today, but I did. In actuality, I did. I did a lot today, and I couldn't help thinking about it, humanity. Had I not been exercising and eating this new lifestyle, there's no way. There's just no way. The older me, the way I pushed it forward today. I wonder if it actually is. True when I said that it's as if the mind, body, and soul speaks back and says, if you give me what I need, I'll give you what you need. And my body this time, the mentality has been rising to the occasion, but my body rose to the occasion today, humanity. I can't believe it. And guess what? With all of the ripping and running and trying to get a few things done, I still managed to do my exercises. Can you believe it? I can't. So anyway, what I did today, humanity, I have to rush, so I'm going to make this quick. But yes, yes, yes. I was thinking about you before I even got here. Before I even got here, humanity, I was thinking about you and wishing you and your family, your friends, significant others, wishing you all well. uh, anyway, what I did today, I made red beans and turnip mash and hot bread, and the onion gravy. I've given you that recipe a million times. I'm actually going to have to prepare that a little bit later time. There's just so many things that I have to do. It can't happen anytime soon. But I'll try to get it done. But anyway, the red beans and the turnip mash came as an inspiration. I don't know about you, but a lot of us, we have trouble with rice, consuming rice. It's like certain rice we're okay with, and then there are other versions of rice that they just really, really bother us. And I believe for me, it's just because I've consumed so many calories over the years, and then all the sugar, and I just believe that my body just really needs to get. Just get accustomed to a better, more of the eating lifestyle, and then maybe it'll allow me to consume at least a little bit of rice. So what I did was, as opposed to you've probably prepared it a million times yourself, red beans and rice. So instead of red beans and rice, I made red beans and turnip mash. Can you just imagine the nutrition in that? And then for a lot of individuals that experience bloating and various things with rice, I didn't get the bloating with rice. Certain rices, it's just that it just seems like it just makes me so uncomfortable and kind of painful. But anyway, humanity, what I did was, remember I told you, well, at least I suggested that maybe you bake you 2 or 3 turnips ahead of time, and that way when you need a recipe that calls for a baked turnip, you already have it on hand. You have it in the the refrigerator. You can just pull it out and then just add it to your recipe. And your red beans, you just cover your red beans in a Dutch oven and put I put just a little salt, a little pepper, a fourth, a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper is good. And then the red beans, they need to boil a while, so I'd say between 2 hours, between 2.5 hours, depending on how tender you want your beans. And then once you get to maybe about an hour and 40 minutes of boiling your beans, and keep an eye on them because you'll probably have to add more water as you go. I restocked a few things, so I got some more both buffalo wing sauce. And remember, humanity, that buffalo wing sauce can really, really, really get hot. So stay mindful of that. And so what I did was I put 3 tablespoons of that, and then I put 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and I let it boil again until the water is nearly boiled out and the water is thick. And then I put that to the side and I let it cool. My turnip, I had already baked that, and so what I did was, and you'll bake it until it's tender, just like a potato, just as you would with a potato. You bake it until it's tender. And so after I baked it for maybe about an hour, because it's pretty dense, maybe about an hour and 45 minutes, I took it out. I peeled it. I put it in a bowl, and then I put in 2 tablespoons. I ran out of cream cheese, humanity, and believe it or not, the mayo actually it's served just as good. Make sure it's not sweet mayo though. Just your regular mayo. And I put in maybe about 1 tablespoon of mayo, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and then I put in 1 tablespoon of mozzarella cheese. That's optional. Humanity, you can go with that or you don't have to. And then I stirred that up, and it should look. Oh, I forgot. And then you can put in 1 tablespoon of butter, or if you want to put in 1 tablespoon of margarine, and you put all of that together and mash it. You're going to mash your turnip and put your ingredients in, and then stir it up. Not a lot of stirring. It should mimic mashed potatoes. And then the hot bread, we've done that a million times. I've given you that recipe a million times. It's on the channel, where you take the fourth of a box of cream cheese, maybe about 5 tablespoons of mozzarella cheese, and you and 1 tablespoon of the buffalo wing sauce, and then you're going to put that in the microwave for a count of 70, and then you'll stir it up, and then you'll take it out. You'll put in 4 to 5 tablespoons of oat flour, and remember, we've gone over that. If you don't have the oat flour, just take some oatmeal down, put it in your blender cup, blend it for maybe about a minute until it turns into flour, and then put your 4 to 5 tablespoons over in your bowl. I didn't have any a lot of oat flour prepared. So what I did was I I ended up using maybe about 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. So you can easily you can easily, if you want to, you can go with both, or you can just go with. Make sure you have the oat flour, the humanity, because the coconut flour can become crumbly, and you put that in, and your cheese, it should mimic dough instantly. And you preheat your oven from 375 to 400, depending on your appliance. Put a little oil in your loaf pan. Put your bread mixture over in it, and then after you do that, bake it for 10 to 15 minutes until it's golden brown, and then take it out. So there you have it. You got your red beans, and you got your turnip your turnip mash and you're good to go. Well, humanity, I was watching an interesting movie, and I thought about you. I was watching Tom Cruise and the last samurai, and it was really, really, it was really interesting. I've watched it a million times. It's another one of my go-to movies, but I hadn't watched it in a long time, and so I watched it again, and I thought about there's a particular scene in the movie. He's in a territory that he's unfamiliar with, and I believe it's a lot of warriors, and he was commissioned. He's in the army, and he's commissioned to go over to I don't know if that's Asia. I don't know where that is, but he's commissioned to go over and help the warriors over their fight. They're doing hand-to-hand combat, and so he's commissioned. He has been a decorated warrior for a while, but things got to be challenging, and he started having struggles with alcohol. And so he goes over, and he's used to individuals calling him names, and it just really, really, it gets kind of sad to see this decorated individual not be honored. His struggle came from his dedication and his serving, and to hear him called all sorts of names because of his struggle. Well, anyway, and so he goes over, and he's in an unfamiliar territory, and I don't know if they're speaking Mandarin. I don't really know the language, but I know he doesn't speak it, and so he's just totally unfamiliar, and then he's already struggling, but he's still a warrior at heart, and so are they, and they're trying to just increase their skills, and as it turns out, they pair him with this really, really, really talented warrior. They're doing a sword fight, or what have you, with martial arts, and he is totally unfamiliar. He's more familiar with the gun, and I guess hand to hand combat. And so, needless to say, they make a mockery out of him, and he's so easy learning as it relates to battles and what have you, and serving, and so it doesn't take long. But because his mind is so cluttered with just so many different things that he's seen, experiences, and exposures, and so he's really, really getting beaten down. And one of the younger warriors that has taken a liking to him goes over to him after he's been beaten down, and he's now on the ground, trying to regain his composure. And anyway, the young warrior goes over and whispers in his ear. He says, "Too many minds, too many minds," and they're both having challenges with each other's language. The young warrior's having a little trouble with English, and then he's like I said, I don't know if that's Mandarin that his language, the warrior's language, whatever. He doesn't speak it. He learns a few words as you go. So anyway, he says too many minds, and Tom Cruise tries to grasp what he's saying, and then he goes on to tell him various things that he realizes that he's been thinking about, and then Tom Cruise, he understands what he's saying. His mind is cluttered with so many things. He can't give his full dedication and discipline to the concentrating on the battle at hand. And so he regains his composure, and he doesn't quit. He gets up, and he starts rebattling again. And so everybody, they've already placed their bets. They've decided that he's a loser, and now they're calling him names, right? And so after a while, he starts battling, and he remembers what the young warrior told him: too many minds. And so he closes his eyes, he regroups, and he visualizes no none of his previous worries and previous concerns. And he says in his mind, not audibly, no minds, no minds. And believe it or not, everybody's shocked. He's no longer distracted. He's no longer concentrating on so many things that have had his his attention previously, and it takes maybe minutes before they're squaring off again, and now it's a tie, whereas it was just him being beaten down. And so I thought about it, humanity, simple words, how easy they can distract, and then how simple words can build up. For so long, that's just like I made the turnip mash. For so long, I had in a non-audible voice, just my mentality, the thoughts, telling myself, that there were not alternatives to the way I was eating. I ate reckless yesterday, but like I say, when I gave the cheesecake analogy, I knew I was going out and I wanted to, enjoy myself with my family. And I know those things that I ate, I can come away from that, with my eyes closed now, because it's a lifestyle. But before it became a lifestyle, before my mentality changed, eating all of that, and I threw, would you believe it, here within the last year, I find myself going, sometimes if I go to the restaurant or what have you, I'll eat some of it, eat the majority of it, I guess I should say, and then I'll throw it away. So I threw my first some of my first order. I ate the most of it. I threw some of it away, and then I got something else, and both were delicious. And I got something else, and I ate the majority of that, and then the remaining part I threw that away. And that's just in my previous mentality, that just wouldn't happen. I put it in the freezer if I had to leave it in the freezer for over a year. But anyway, humanity, I started thinking about when I was in that recliner, and I know that's my go-to analogy, but at the end of the day, the things that I was telling myself, because, remember, I did what I did with my health with my own hands, and the thoughts, the simple words that we put into sentences, or someone else putting simple words into sentences, and being a distraction, being a tearing down, giving us belief systems sometimes that are totally untrue. You're unworthy, you're undeserving, or you can't do it, or just stop. Why would you even bother? Those are simple words. They're not complex words or what have you. But when you put those words together and put them in the sentence, and then you spew that out, humanity, that can really be detrimental. You can say things like that, and some people carry that for years. And I was carrying words that you can't eat any other way, for years. And so when I found myself up there in that recliner, there were no simple words that were telling me you can get to the other side. You're still standing. This can be done. And remember, I have to go in and reiterate, humanity. I am not, when I talk to you, I'm definitely never talking to you about things where you're being oppressed or someone's hurting you, and you need to call in officials that are excellently trained, and they have the resources, and they can come in and they can get that solved and get that done for you. I'm not talking about clinicians that can unpeel and unwrap things and put you on the healthy side of life. That's not what I'm talking about. People that are trained and have the resources. I'm talking about things that maybe if we do some readjustments and change the mentality, or do a little tweaking, we can do it on our own. But anyway, humanity, I know, I always stay too long. I always stay too, like I said, I was going to talk for maybe about a minute or so, and there I go again. But anyway, let me just leave this with you, humanity. At the end of the day, I'm almost sure that there's someone with tears in their eyes, or there's someone with tears in their heart. You've played your role well today. Everybody has been thoroughly convinced that you're joyous, that everything's going well, and you've started wearing the garments of people pleasing, because you've heard simple words that gave you a belief system that it's more important to please people than to thy own self be true, and to thy own self give self-care to the mind, body, and soul first, so you can exhibit the best behavior to others. But it has to start with self, and so many of us have hurt ourselves or others have hurt us, be it through simple words, through its simple belief systems, those words turning into belief systems. But however it goes, humanity, simple words. He told, I used the analogy of the movie. He had gotten distracted. He had been, simple words had been used to tear him down. And another warrior spoke simple words that he just barely did understand, but they were so loving, and they were building blocks, if you will, building blocks for the mind, body, and soul, no mind. And they built him up, and before it was all said and done, he ended up getting the love and the respect that he so duly deserved. But he had to do some hard work, and he did get on the other side of his struggle with alcohol. But with that being said, humanity, how many of us struggle with, with the eating, or maybe it's not even eating. Maybe you're dealing with something else, and it has you not where you want to be, or it has you sad, or it has you pretending the awesomeness within you. You take it and you put it, in one of your internal drawers, and you hide it away, because it's more important to pretend. Pretense is more important to you than actually allowing your awesomeness to shine like an awesome sun that is just captivating the other parts of humanity. And you won't share it with us because you've allowed simple words of others to make you feel and to make you believe that you're undeserving, you're unworthy, whatever it is. But remember, simple words can be used to tear down, but simple words can also be used to build up. And so, humanity, I know I've stayed too long, but I want to give you some simple words before I leave. And I know you say they're redundant, but they're true, humanity. You're still here. I didn't lie yet, right? You're still here. You were here yesterday. You were here last month. And you were here last year, humanity. And so on that part, I didn't lie. But guess what? I'm going to give you something else before I go. And I'm going to wrap it up. I know I always stay too long. But humanity, with all of the words that you've heard, simple words that have been formed into sentences that have given you belief systems. And I'm not a clinician, but I'm just wondering if some of that is true. But all of this is true, humanity. You're awesome, and you're still standing. Whatever that thing is, it couldn't take you down. And I believe in you, and I believe in simple words like you're still standing, and you're awesome, and you can make it. And I'm believing that by the time this year ends, that don't quit will be a part of your accuracy and your truth. Mind, body, and soul, humanity. Be everything that you can be, and give us some of that. Give us some of that awesomeness that you guys share it with your brothers and sisters all over the world. Take care of yourself, humanity. Bye bye.